Students, we are given this question. We are expected to solve this. To solve this question, I would be using this formula. Integral 0 to a f of x times dx is equal to integral 0 to a f of a minus x times dx. So this function is actually rewritten as this function. So therefore, if I were to take this 0 to pi 2x times sine of x divided by 3 positive cos 2x times dx, then I can rewrite this as 0 to pi 2 of, in place of x I would be substituting pi negative x times sine of pi negative x divided by 3 positive cos of 2, in place of x is going to be pi negative x times dx. Now you have to know the following. Cos of 2 times pi negative x is actually cos of 2 pi negative 2x, which is actually cos of negative 2x. Since cos is an even function, cos of negative x is actually equal to cos x. Okay. So because of this, this is going to be equal to cos 2x. So this is the first deduction you have to know. And the next deduction is sine of pi negative x. Now this is actually equal to sine x. Now how we know that sine of a negative b is equal to sine a cos b negative cos a sine b. So sine of pi negative x is going to be sine pi cos x negative cos pi sine x, right? Now sine pi is 0, so this goes off. Cos pi is negative 1, so negative 1 times negative times sine x will be actually equal to sine x. So on the right side, this is going to be equal to integral 0 to pi 2 of pi negative x times, in the place of sine of pi negative x is going to be sine x divided by 3 positive, in the place of cos 2 of pi negative x is going to be cos 2x times dx. I can rewrite this as 0 to pi 2 pi times sine x times dx divided by 3 positive cos 2x positive integral 0 to pi 2 times negative x, so it's going to be negative 2x times sine x divided by 3 positive cos of 2x times dx. On the left side you got 0 to pi 2x times sine x divided by 3 positive cos 2x times dx. Now this is negative 2x sine x divided by 3 positive cos 2x times dx. So this can be brought to the left. So that would give us 0 to pi 2x times sine x divided by 3 positive cos 2x times dx positive integral 0 to pi 2x times sine x divided by 3 positive cos 2x times dx. Now these two can be added. On the right hand side you got 0 to pi 2 pi times sine x divided by 3 positive cos 2x times dx. Now if you were to add these two things, you would get 2 times integral 0 to pi 2x times sine x divided by 3 positive cos 2x times dx is equal to, now this is on the right side, so 0 to pi 2 pi times sine x divided by 3 positive cos 2x times dx. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this formula, which is cos 2x is equal to 2 times cos squared x negative 1. Now when I use this formula, this is rewritten as 0 to pi 2 pi times sine x divided by 3 positive, in place of cos 2x it is 2 times cos squared x negative 1 times dx. This is 0 to pi 2 pi times sine x divided by, now 3 positive 2 times cos squared x negative 1 no times dx. 3 added with negative 1 will give us 2 positive 2 times cos squared x. On the numerator it is 2 pi times sine x times dx 0 to pi. This can be rewritten as 0 to pi 2 pi times sine x divided by 2 can be taken out, and this is going to be 1 positive cos squared x times dx. Now, if I were to take cos x to be as x, differentiation of this would give me negative sine x times dx is equal to, now let me take it as t. Okay, so this is going to be equal to dt. So if I were to substitute that, that's going to be integral 0 to pi, 2 pi times sine x dx dt with the negative sign. So that's going to be negative of dt divided by, I can have a 2 there, times 1 positive, cos x is t, so it's going to be t squared, which is nothing but 2 and 2 can be cancelled, the pi can be taken out with a negative sign. I'm not touching the limits. Okay, I'm not touching the limits. I will change the limits now. Now, when x is equal to 0, what happens to t? T is equal to cos of 0, which is equal to 1. So this is going to be 1. And when x is equal to pi, cos of pi is equal to negative 1. So this is going to be negative 1. Okay, now you have a negative sign and limits are 1 to negative 1. So we can always change that, right? So this is equal to positive, I change the limits, pi times negative 1 to 1 dt divided by 1 positive t squared. Now this is an even function, so I can rewrite this as 2 times pi integral 0 to 1 dt divided by 1 positive t squared. Now this is nothing but tan inverse of t, right? So tan inverse of t, limits are 0 to 1, which is nothing but, on the left side we have got 2 times integral 0 to pi 2x times sine x dx divided by 3 positive cos 2x. Okay, on the right side we got 2 pi times tan inverse of t, the limits are 0 to 1. Now the 2 that you see on the left can be cancelled with the 2 on the right, so that is going to be pi times, I substitute the upper limit, so this is going to be tan inverse of 1 negative tan inverse of 0, right? Now tan inverse of 0 gets cancelled. On the other quantity, tan inverse of 1, that's going to be pi divided by 4. So this is going to be pi times pi divided by 4, which is equal to pi squared divided by 4. So the final answer, so let me write down the final answer over here. So therefore, integral 0 to pi 2x times sine x times dx divided by 3 positive cos 2x is equal to pi squared divided by 4. That's the solution for this question.